With the release of Cookie Run Tower Adventure, our first feature-up banner cookie, Cream Soda, has been released. And if you want to defeat everything, beat everything, and kill anything in your way, and maybe even get a little wood, you'll definitely want to pull for Cream Soda, as she absolutely destroys everything in the game. You want to kill anything without skill or anything? Cream Soda. You want high burst damage? Cream Soda. You want easy to build? Cream Soda. So let's talk about her kit. Cream Soda is very special. She has a unique mechanic with her kit that comes along with her passive, special, and her basic attack. They all go along together. So let's talk about it. With her basic attack, Cream Soda Cookie attacks 3 times. For her first and second hit, both dealing 76% of her damage, and the third hit doing 100% of her damage. Pretty simple basic attack. It does 3 quick ticks. She is a really quick attacker. Since she is a burst DPS, it would make sense. So it's in a basic attack. It makes sense, but we'll come back to that in a second. Her special Sparkling Rush. Each swing of her sword is imbued with the spirit of water and stacks up to 3 times. She has three little dots on her skill button. You can use her skill 3 times. You would normally use her skill, then basic skill, then basic, then skill, then basic, which we'll get to us in a second. Her cooldown of the special lasts for 12 seconds, and the first hit of damage does 239%, the second does 247%, and the third does 264%. Her ultimate, Soda Splash, she harnesses the power of water and unleashes a devastating slash forward. It's a very strong ultimate multiplier, does 490% 3 times, and the cooldown is 28 seconds. It's a very weird number to put 28, not rounded up to like 30 to 25. It is a little triggering for me, you know, just OCD, but it doesn't matter. Her ultimate is very powerful, and it's going to be the main heavy hitter of her kit when it comes to damage, but her skill and basic are nothing to really joke about. Her whole kit is really powerful, and if you want to just kill everything without any skill and just be brain dead with her, then she is literally the perfect unit. With her passive after school sparring, her basic attacks are enhanced after using her skill. Direct hits with an enhanced basic attack deals increased damage and grants a stack of after school sparring. When after school sparring reaches maximum, the next direct hit with a basic attack consumes all stacks to deal increased damage. And so with every tick that you use your skill, your basic attack will be enhanced. So normally you would use your skill once, your basic once, use your skill again, your basic skill again, and then your last basic, and then it becomes the after school sparring maximum damage increase, which will be increased by 250%. Damage increase overall is 100%, but with the 4 stacks or maximum stacks to increase the damage is 250%. These stacks are very important, are part of her kit, because her basic attack is the part that you're gonna mostly use with her kit. So this is gonna be her most consistent way to do damage. Even when it's not enhanced, it's still very strong. But if you decide to pull more copies or will for her, her promotions are even stronger. So let's get into that. If you didn't think she was brain dead already, then well, behold. If you decide to pull for extra copies, her promotion to Crash and Waves, once after she reaches max stacks of her enhanced basic attacks, once she hits the final attack, once she's full, she will unleash a small little wave that will do damage to the enemy, which the water damage is 100%, 4 times of her attack. So this scales off attack. Most of her kits scales off attack and EM, but we'll get to that in a second. Her promotion 3 is just a stat increase of attack, defense, and HP of 8%. For promotion 4, lead by example is by far, I'd say, her strongest and her go-to promotion if you want to go for more copies, because she reduces the numbers of stacks needed for after school sparring max effect. So it reduces the bar from 4 to 3, which combines really well with her first promotion, because this will only mean that she can unleash the water wave even quicker It's a really powerful one because this is what allows her to output a lot of damage when it comes to even quicker sessions of burst damage, because she's already pretty fast to unleash everything at once. This will only increase it by 1,000%. She's a maniac. She's gonna attack like crazy now. For promotion 5, Fresh Start, after she uses her ultimate, she immediately gains all her stacks back of after school spawn, and the wave damage increases. The damage increases 100%. So every single part of her promotion kit goes full circle. You get an extra attack once you enhance your basic to max. You reduce that by 1, which means you'll get your wave even faster. And then once you run out and your skill is on cooldown, you can immediately use your ultimate, and then you get all your stacks back, which will reset the wave again, and it will do 100% increased damage. This is honestly such a brain dead character. She is really easy to use if you go for more copies of her. She is unbelievably strong right now, and she's amazing in raid, Glass Labyrinth, and even story mode. She's great in every mode. She's just great overall. She's really powerful. And her artifact enhances even more. Her best in slot artifact right now is the Fruits of Labor. Her attack increases by 35%, and the unique ability for slash characters, direct hits grant a new effect called Fruit of Labor. The Fruit of Labor increases their attack by 2% per stack and increases all elements of damage by 2% while they're at max stacks. This effect will last for 3 seconds and will stack up to 6 times, so a total of 12% attack increase and a total of 12% elemental damage increase. Very strong on her. But if you don't have that, definitely another great option would be Opportunity Strikes, which is Chili Pepper's artifact. While above 75% HP, her crit damage is increased by 30%. And while HP is below 75%, her crit damage is increased by 60%. And to be fair, this is her best artifact she could probably use, because Opportunity Strikes and both No Turn Back do not work with her at all. Dark Chocos requires charge up attacks, which she doesn't have, and Opportunity Strikes, which is Chili Pepper's signature, requires her to be at really low HP. And as a burst damage, you don't really want to risk being such a low HP. Chili Pepper can heal herself. She has self-healing in her kit, but Cream Soda doesn't. She needs to output damage and not risk being so low. So honestly, she doesn't have many great epic options when it comes to artifacts. So I'd recommend, if you use them, you mainly use them just for the attack increase. Or you could use Opportunity Strike, since it's the only one that could actually take an effect. But besides that, the Fruits of Labor is her best in slot. When it comes to building her, you definitely want to build her off of attack and elemental damage, since that's what she scales off of. Crit rate and crit damage aren't really necessary for her. You could definitely use it. It will definitely increase her damage nonetheless, but it'll definitely make her a little bit more complicated to build up. When it comes to her best weapons, Chilled Sword Rapier is definitely going to be the strongest, as it is her signature weapon, and it increased her attack by 13.65%, and the Tower Climber effect, Courage, her total damage will increase by 20%. And at max level, it will increase the attack by 52%, and the Tower Climber Courage total damage will increase by 30%. I don't expect a lot of people to have this, so if you don't have it, anything that just has attack, like Golden Orange Choco Spear, will definitely work just as well. When it comes to her equipment overall, Sea Mermaid set is definitely going to be the strongest, as the default effect will give 31.2% elemental damage increase at a max level, and 120 water attack base flat attack increase as the unique ability. And the set, for the 3-piece set overall, you will get a 20% water damage increase and a 50 flat water attack increase. The bodywear will give you a 52% defense, and the unique ability will give you 22.5% of water damage increase, as well as the leg gear, but it will give you a 52% HP increase instead. Really amazing set. It's mainly for water characters, but if you want to use something a little more universal that's going to really work with every single unit in the game, I think Sugar Feather is definitely gonna be the strongest one to build. This is the one that you can grind up for with the tokens and then unlock that way. This is definitely gonna be the most universal set, as the default is elemental damage plus 31.2% as the default effect, and the unique ability is attack plus 30. In the full set effect, basic attacks have a 20% chance to deal 50% additional damage, and the elemental damage plus 20%. This is honestly gonna be the staple for most DPSs if you don't have most of their sets unlocked already. This is gonna be really useful for everyone, because as well as the body gear gives defense penetration plus 15 and defense plus 52%. The defense penetration, the elemental damage, and the attack is all very powerful for this set. And the leg wear for the Sugar Feather set gives an elemental attack plus 96% and an HP increase of 52%. This is honestly such a universal set that I believe most DPSs are gonna use, unless it's a crit rate, crit damage DPS. But you could just roll for that in the substats, which is actually not what you want for Cream Soda. You just want pure elemental damage, water attack increase, or just attack in general. Those are going to be her best subsets to go for. But if you don't have any of those, just use any pieces to give elemental damage, crit, or attack. It's honestly all you need on her. As of right now in early game, none of us are going to have these high rarity items, but these are going to be definitely the most useful to have when it comes to epic rarity. Let's talk about her best teams. Her best units. The best team in general in the game overall is Cream Soda, Chamomile Cookie, and Rockstar Cookie. These all make both of them are amazing supports for Cream Soda Cookie. They will enhance a lot her damage, because Rockstar himself gives an attack increase with his ultimate, which is a buff, and same with his special, which will increase his own damage. He doesn't even need to be on field for the buff. He's an off-field character, and so is Chamomile. Chamomile can just set up her teapot and then use her ultimate, and then you will have your station that your teapot that will attack and do damage. And if you have Chamomile's signature artifact after the T, the healing done that she does will increase even more. But what is great here is that when you have this equipped and she heals an ally, the allies will gain an effect called Common Cup. The additional damage granted by Common Cup matches the Equip Cookie's element and cannot exceed 10,000 damage. So she'll do even extra damage when she's not even on field. All she has to do is just set up everything. And when it comes to both of these supports, for Chamomile, you're definitely going to want the Eminent Herbalist set, because if you overcap on the healing, she will increase allies' attack for 6 seconds, up to 300 flat attack, and she will increase the healing. And when it comes to Rockstar, you would want to use the Ghost Captain's set, because when you have the full set, using the special skill reduces nearby enemies' defense by 20% for 5 seconds and increases his attack by 30%. So the way you would usually play this team, and with the sets, you can also run the Ghost Captain on Chamomile to double to 40% defense shred the enemy, but I normally wouldn't suggest it. I think increasing the attack for Cream Soda would be better. The way you would play this team would be, you would ultimate with Rockstar, you would use his skill to decrease the enemy's defense, you would set up Chamomile, put her teapot, then you would swap out to Cream Soda, and because you swapped out immediately at the start of the battle, you will get the over healing effect, which will increase your attack, and Chamomile will do the extra elemental damage from her skill. Meanwhile, Cream Soda will use her ultimate, and then both her skills. You will want to use her ultimate immediately, because you want it to. This is if you have no promotion. You want her ult immediately, so everything. You can set up everything before her ultimate recovers, so you can do enough burst damage, and you can have like mainly uptime on almost everything in the kit. So you would use your ultimate, your skill, enhance your attack, get all stacks, and then just cycle everything again. This changes a lot when you have the promotions, because the promotions increase a lot of what they do. They're honestly two of the best supports right now for Cream Soda, and they're really powerful. If you don't have Rockstar though, I doubt nobody has Chamomile, or I doubt nobody would have Chamomile, because everyone got it for free on a pre-registration gift. So everyone will have this great support. It's only up to time if you want to grind the proper equipment for her. But if you don't have Rockstar, you could definitely use Gumball if you have him at promotion 4. Because at promotion 4, he will give water res down by 50%, which is really strong. And with his with the same gear that will put defense down, with his ultimate, he debuffs the enemy and decreases the water rest by another 10%, the speed by 40%, and the sticky ground duration will last for 10 seconds. So his both his skill and ultimate will cast the element attack, which will also do strike damage for Cream Soda, which I think Gumball is definitely the strongest over Rockstar if you have a fully promoted Gumball, which is gonna be way easier to do since he is a rare character over Rockstar, who's an epic. Gumball, I do believe it's gonna be much stronger, especially early and late game. He's definitely gonna be underrated when it comes to Cream Soda's best teams, because the total water res down, the defense down, and the attack increase that Cream Soda gains is really powerful and just deletes anything in the game. So yeah, I think that's all to really talk about with Cream Soda. She is a totally great unit, very brain dead when it comes to her gameplay, but if you want to increase if you want to quote-unquote say you have skill with her, you can definitely set up a lot of things with Chamomile, Rockstar, and Gumball. She's overall a very powerful DPS. As the first/second, because there's 2 feature cookies and both Raya and Cream Soda, I doubt Cream Soda is gonna last that long in the meta, at least for now, until Lemon Zest comes out, because I do believe Cream Soda is a great burst DPS, but when it comes to fighting enemies by themselves, she's not gonna necessarily be the strongest. We definitely are lacking a single target DPS who focuses on just deleting anything. If we ever get more supports in the future that support water element damage or decreases defense with their ultimates or skills, so we get a proper support that's meant universally for like every cookie, we don't really know how long she's gonna last in the meta. As of right now, raid mode is definitely gonna be her best, because the season effect increases the ground damage and the water damage. And then what is end game for us? Glass Labyrinth. Glass Labyrinth is like Memory of Chaos or Spiral Abyss or Tower of Adversity from multiple games. It's the one mode that's gonna reset. Right now we have the normal ones where it's just the basic teams. It's just not like no special effects quite yet. Until Infinite Labyrinth comes out, we get to really test how good the cookies are gonna be when it comes to swarms and specific enemies. We're gonna have to build a lot of cookies and a lot of teams, but if you right now, since everyone's so early game, you should really only be focusing on raid mode and story mode. If you want the best cookie for that, Cream Soda is definitely the best. So I definitely do suggest pulling a copy for her, at least up to pity. Her weapon is very skippable. You don't need her weapon to function properly, but it definitely helps. I actually got quite lucky and got it on the standard banner over her feature banner. So it is what it is. Just pull better. Cream Soda is gonna be a really good cookie right now, early game. So I definitely do suggest to maybe wait a little bit longer just to see, because the game did just come out. Just wait a little bit long to see how good she's gonna last in the meta. But until then, we'll see you on the next guide, I'd say. So yeah, that's it. Bye.